Hello everyone, how are you? So I hope you are fine. And last class you understood the completely technique of optical isomerism, and we have done certain things the carbonyl compounds also in bonding. We have seen that. Okay, then next topic today we are going to discuss is a very important topic, that is known as the valence bond theory. Yes or no? This is the most important question and most important theory of the chapter, valence bond theory, which is known as a VBT. Okay, focus it here. These questions will come in the exam 110%. There are totally 4 type of a question they are asking in this theory. First they will ask you the coordination number, then they will ask you hybridization, yes or no, then they will ask you the shape, and then they will ask you the magnetic property. So today in a complete one lecture itself I will complete the valence bond theory. Clear? Focus it. It's easy, and there are certain limitation in the valence bond theory. That limitation you can read of yourself, that is not so important, and you can write of yourself also and read of yourself from the textbook. The questions which are going to come, based on that only I am going to deal with the theories. And theory also you can read it out, because each and every things I will not do, because there are certain things which are not used also they have given the textbook. Whatever the things are required and what kind of the question I am doing, completely related to the exam and board point of view and competition point of view. Okay, so last class I have told you the trick to write down the electronic configuration. If you have remembered that trick, today class will be very easy, else it will be very difficult to see here. So valence bond theory, basically he is telling two things. First he is telling there will be a intermixing of orbitals, and in second it will do overlapping. Okay, in second case it will do overlapping of orbitals. You know orbitals like S, P, D and F will be involving. First they will do the intermixing, and then it will do the overlapping of what beta? Overlapping of hybridized orbital. This everything you know, because I hope you done this in the chemical bonding, hybridized orbitals. Okay, now secondly, so whose hybridization is always? So first key point is hybridization is of always central metal atom. Okay, in general if I speak central atom, but if I speak related to the central atom, if I speak related to the coordination compound, central metal atom. Yes or no? So hybridization is always of what? Hybridization is always of central atom or central metal atom. Suppose example, methane. So carbon is central atom, here one H, here H, here H and here H. So here carbon is the central atom. Yes or no? In coordination compound I will say metal, but usually hybridization is of what? Central atom. In the terms of coordination compound, central metal atom. So this carbon, this central atom, will say the hybridization is here sp3. This you know. Yes or no? So central atom always we are speaking their hybridization. Clear? Next, when it will do the intermixing, when intermixing will be done. Okay, so first intermixing of orbitals takes place, then covalent bond formation takes place due to overlapping. Then covalent bond formation takes place due to overlapping. Clear this part? Clear? So what will happen? First the intermixing will take place. After the intermixing, what will happen? Overlap will take place. During the overlapping only covalent bond are formed. Yes or no? So where the covalent bond will form, what will happen? The central metal atom will overlap with ligands which provides central metal atom will overlap with ligand which provide lone pair of electron and coordinate covalent bond takes place. This all things you know, yes or no? This everything you know, what I have covered everything. So central metal atom will overlap with whom? The central metal atom will overlap with ligand, and ligand what they will do? Ligand they will provide the lone pair of electrons, and due to the donation of lone pair of electron, coordinate covalent bond is formed. Not covalent bond, completely here coordinate covalent bond. Yes or no? So here I can write down here coordinate CC bond. That is coordinate covalent bond will be formed, and the coordinate covalent bond takes place between whom? Central metal atom and ligand. Yes or no? This you know. So who is telling this? This is told by I say valence bond theory. For example, this is a metal, and this metal will have a empty orbital, and this is a ligand, and this is a ligand. Ligand is having one lone pair. Yes or no? So this is a ligand, this is the metal, and this metal is having empty orbital. This metal, if I take usually D block, this D block metal, if I take D block metal, so this empty, which orbital? D orbital. And you know that always the D block element will have a empty D orbital. So if I take this M as a D block element, if I take this D as a D block metal, so I can say here this D orbital is empty, and this is the ligand. So this ligand will have lone pair of electron. Now what will happen? Now they two will get overlap. So this orbital which is empty, this orbital which is empty will overlap with this ligand which is having a lone pair, and here the bond will takes place. So this is the overlapping, and here the bond takes place. This bond we say as a coordinate covalent bond. Clear? So this ligand will donate the lone pair to the central metal atom, and the bond formation takes place. This bond formation, whatever takes place, is known as a coordinate covalent bond. Clear this part? So this central metal atom M is having a d orbital, and this d orbital is empty because this belongs to the d block element. This d block element or d block metal, and you know, d block element are the elements which is having the empty d orbital, most of the elements. So there is an empty d orbital, and the ligand is having the extra lone pair. So this ligand will donate its lone pair to this central metal atom d orbital, empty orbital. So first intermixing that takes place. They will mix together. When they will mix together, after mixing, the overlapping of hybridization takes place. When overlapping occurs, during the overlapping, bond is formed. So bond is formed between the ligand and central metal atom. That bond we say as a coordinate covalent bond. That bond will say as a coordinate covalent bond. Clear this part? So who will overlap? Empty d orbital and completely filled ligand orbital. Who will overlap, beta? So overlapping, I will write down here one note, short note. Overlapping takes place between empty d orbital and completely filled ligand. Completely filled ligand. Clear? Take a note now. So these are the certain points to be understood in the valence bond theory. Now from here we will discuss ligand classification based on donating. We will see this. What is a ligand? In this way, the donating ligand are the donating species. So there are two type of a ligand based on donating. One is weak field ligand and strong field ligand. Chalo. So from here, understood this? Clear. Chalo. So from here, I got to know one thing, that is ligand are the species which will donate the lone pair. Yes or no? So one conclusion I can write down here, that ligand are the species. See, you will feel this very easy because we have done everything. So actually that's what's my trick. After doing all the topic related to VBT, we have understood. Now we are doing the VBT. So VBT will be very easy for you. So not an issue, just you see, each and every point will be cleared. So ligands are the species. Which are the species? Which will donate the lone pair. Yes or no? This you know. Now this donation, now this ligands can be of two type. Donation is the seal beta. Ligand will donate. Compulsory ligand will donate. But in that also we have separated the ligands in two type. One is weak field ligand. One is weak field ligand. And another one is a strong field ligand. See beta, strong field ligand and weak field ligand both are ligand only. Both will donate the lone pair. But there is a difference between a weak field ligand and strong field ligand. What is the difference? See, weak field ligand, in the presence of weak field ligand, so understand here only, in the presence of weak field ligand, pairing will not occur. Pairing will not occur. Okay? And on the base of the strong field ligand, so in presence of strong field ligand, pairing will occur. So that is the basic difference. They see what happens, they have taken certain ligands and they have done a number of experiments. What they have seen, certain ligands, in that presence of certain ligands, the metal were able to do the pair. In the presence of certain ligand, the metal were able to do the pairing. And in the presence of certain ligand, the metal were not able to do the pairing. So they have given the name to those ligand which can do the pairing of the metal. Those ligand, or in the presence of those ligand where the metal can do the pairing, we say as a strong field ligand. And they have seen that there are certain ligand, in that presence of ligand, metal is not able to do the pairing. So that we call as a weak field ligand. So this was taken, this was classified based on the experiment. What is the series I will tell you, not an issue. So this was weak field ligand and strong field ligand was classified based on completely experiment. It was based on experiment. ये लोगों पहले experiment करू तो शू करू तो experiment एक metal ले आया ने एक ligand ले आया. ये metal एक ligand ना presence में अगर pairing कर लिए, कोई एक metal एक ligand ना presence में pairing कर लिए, तो ये ligand ने कैसो strong field ligand. अगर एज metal अगर ये ligand ना presence में pairing નથી કરી શકતો તો આપણે એને કહેશું weak field ligand. So they have brought number of series of ligand. They have seen this is the set which cannot do the pairing, so weak field ligand. This is the set of ligand in which it's present metal can do pairing, so they have told us strong field ligand. So weak field ligand and strong field ligand was completely based on the experiments. So actually what is the basic difference between the weak field ligand and strong field ligand? In the presence of weak field ligand, central metal atom will not do pairing. In the presence of weak field ligand, central metal atom pairing will not occur. And in the presence of strong field ligand, central metal atom will occur, pairing will occur. तो अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड प्रेजेंट है तो सेंट्रल मेटल एटम નું પેરિંગ થશે અને અગર વીક ફીલ્ડ લિગેન્ડ પ્રેઝન્ટ છે તો સેન્ટ્રલ મેટલ એટમ નું પેરિંગ નહીં થાય. So this is the basic difference between the strong field ligand and weak field ligand, and this was completely based on the experiment. So understood, there are two type of ligands based on the pairing. What? One is strong field ligand, another one is a weak field ligand. Strong field ligand says what? In the strong field ligand are those in their presence the central metal atom will do pairing because it is a strong field ligand, and weak field ligand are those in which their present in weak field ligand presence metal atom will not do the pairing. So જેના presence માં central metal atom pairing કરે છે તો આ strong field ligand છે, ને ligand ના presence માં અગર central metal atom pairing નથી કરતું તો weak field ligand છે. Clear this part? So now how to identify whether it is a given ligand is a strong field ligand or a weak field ligand? So we have one series, and that series we call as a spectrochemical series. Spectrochemical series. Now this you have to remember. This is very important, and I will give you one shortcut also. After this also one shortcut I will give you. See, first series how to start. See, I'll give you one mnemonics. You to remember this. Okay. See, beta. See, first mnemonics is आई बर्बादी. आई बर्बादी. आई बर्बादी. शनि शनि कल फरार. Understood this? First is I've written the short word. आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. This is the first shortcut. आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. See, I means iodine, बर्बादी means Br minus, शनि means SCN minus thiocyanate S. कल means chlorine, फरार means F minus. And as you move from LHS to RHS, the ligand become more and more strong. This is the first shortcut, understood? Next shortcut, O oxalato पानी नशा. O oxalato पानी नशा. O oxalato पे नशा. Remember in this way. O oxalato पे नशा. Clear? O oxalato पे नशा. Or you can add on O oxalato पानी के साथ नशा. Something you remember like this. O oxalato पानी नशा. O means OH minus. Oxalato means OX 2 minus. पानी means water. Nasha means what? SCN. Now SCN came no nasha. So remaining is what? In nasha beta, what you can write down in nasha? So answer will come NCS. Okay. Shani, SCN, nasha, NCS. So again when you go from LHS to RHS, so it will become strong field. Yeah, so strong field. Okay. Next we will see. आई बर्बादी शनि कल से फरार. O oxalato पानी नशा. Another shortcut is EDTA ammonia. EDTA ammonia in. EDTA ammonia in Canada Colombo. Canada Colombo. So next shortcut is EDTA ammonia. So write down here EDTA ammonia in. In means what? Write down in means ethylene diamine. Canada Colombo. Colombo means carbonyl, and Canada means cyanide. Carbonyl, not carbonyl. Okay. See here. This is the spectrochemical series. This is a shortcut to remember. And the spectrochemical series says when you move from LHS to RHS, you will meet more and more strong field ligand. So who is the weakest field ligand? See here. Weakest field ligand. One who is the smallest. Who is the smallest beta? I minus. So I minus is the weakest field ligand. Now who is the strongest field ligand? So strongest field ligand is carbonyl. Clear? Cobalt can never be a ligand because cobalt is a metal. Metal को दिवस ligand ना हो सकता. Clear? So this is the spectrochemical series. Write down, and I will rough, and once more I will do. Not an issue. I will do 2-3 times. Again you will understand clearly. This is a spectrochemical series. How to remember? आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. O oxalato पानी नशा. आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. मतलब बर्बादी आई भी तो शनि वयो गयो. तो आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. फरार हो गया मतलब फरार થઈ ગયો પછી હું પછી નશો કરવાનો. તો O oxalato પાણી નશા. O oxalato પાણી નશા. EDTA ammonia in Canada Colombo. So EDTA and ammonia क्या फरवा जाए छे भाई? Canada ने Colombo means Sri Lanka है ना. So EDTA ammonia in Canada Colombo. Canada means CN minus, Colombo means CO, carbonyl. Clear this part? So write down once more. Chalo. If you remember that shortcut, it's easy for you. And always remember when you're moving from LHS to RHS, you will go and strong field ligand. So first, आई बर्बादी शनि कल फरार. शनि फरार થઈને શું કરશે ભાઈ? He will drink. So O oxalato मतलब ओ હવે શું કરશે ભાઈ નશો કરશે કે એમાં પાણી નાખીને જોઈ ને સો ઓ ઓક્ઝલેટો પાણી નશા ઓ ઓક્ઝલેટો પાણી નશા પછી શું બાકી રહ્યું ભાઈ કે ભાઈ ઈડીટીએ અમોનિયા ઈડીટીએ અમોનિયા ઈડીટીએ અમોનિયા ક્યાં ફરવા જાય છે ભાઈ કેનેડા કોલંબો કોલંબો કેનેડા નહીં કેનેડા અને કોલંબો સો ઈડીટીએ અમોનિયા ઇન કેનેડા પેલા દૂર વયા જાય ને કેનેડા એન્ડ કોલંબો so this is the series if you remember it will be easy for you I means iodine barbadi means Br minus shani means SCN minus kal matlab chloride ion farar means F minus O means OH minus oxalato to OX 2 minus yes or no pani means water nasha NCS EDTA means EDTA ammonia means ammonia in ethylene diamine Canada so CN minus Colombo carbonyl not cobalt sorry carbonyl okay cobalt can never be a ligand because cobalt is a metal કોઈ દિવસ electron થોડો આપી શકે તો લઈ શકે it can be sentimental so that is a carbonyl not cobalt okay as we move from LHS to RHS we will meet more and more strong field ligand so this is the series so this is your spectrochemical series from this we came to know which is the weakest field ligand I minus which is the strongest field ligand carbonyl carbonyl is the strongest field ligand in short one more shortcut I will give you that shortcut is Sinox if you remember this shortcut it will be very easy for you see remember what I told Sinox now what is this Sinox see this is one more shortcut to remember the Sinox remember this is strong field ligand this is strong field ligand and this is weak field ligand see here wherever you see the see oxygen up to here you see up to here oxygen are all are weak field ligand see you wherever you see O and X see these all are the weak field ligand see halogen if you see oxygen if you see weak field ligand so carbon and nitrogen see but carbon and means these all are the donating species if carbon is a donating species strong field ligand if nitrogen is a donating species strong field ligand if oxygen is a strong field ligand weak field ligand if the halogen is a strong field ligand weak field ligand you can see the water see water is also a weak field ligand so this is the most important shortcut now if they ask for S so S તો આમાં લખેલું નથી તો ભાઈ આના માટે સિરીઝ યાદ રાખી લેવી આ એક શોર્ટકટ છે જે જનરલી ક્વેશ્ચનમાં પૂછાય છે જનરલી ક્વેશ્ચન એના ઉપર જ પૂછાય છે સી નોક્સમાં તો અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ વેર એવર યુ સી C carbon or nitrogen as the donor atom in a ligand whenever you see the carbon and nitrogen as a donor atom in the ligand they belong to strong field ligand and wherever you see oxygen and halogen wherever you see oxygen and halogen so you understand it's a weak field ligand okay so Sinox CN strong field ligand and OX weak field ligand strong field ligand na presence ma pairing thase and weak field ligand na presence ma pairing ne thai so write down once more yes I write down the once more then see the series this MCQ is very important which is the weakest field ligand I minus strongest field ligand CO if you remember this series not an issue clear chalo but this is also important Sinox carbon nitrogen strong field ligand oxygen halogen weak field ligand once more at the spectrochemical series first what is shortcut I barbadi shani kal farar this is the first shortcut I barbadi shani kal farar next O oxalato પાણી નશા હે ને ફરાર થઈ પછી શું કરે પીવાનું જોઈએ તો ઓ ઓક્ઝલેટો પાણી નશા કેમ પીવાનું પાણી નાખીને ક્લિયર નેક્સ્ટ ઓ ઓક્ઝલેટો પાણી નશા ધેન વોટ વિલ કમ EDTA અમોનિયા ઇન કેનેડા કોલંબો EDTA ammonia in Canada Colombo EDTA ammonia in Canada Colombo EDTA ammonia ક્યાં ગઈ છે ભાઈ ભરવા in Canada અને Colombo ચલો so I मतलब I minus बर्बादी मतलब Br minus शनि मतलब SCN minus कल क्लोराइड आयन फरार F minus O OH minus oxalato OX 2 minus, pani H2O, nasha NCS, okay, EDTA only, ammonia only, yes or no? Then in ethylene diamine, Canada, CN minus, Colombo, CO. Okay, when you are going from LHS to RHS, we will meet more and more strong field ligand. Weakest field ligand, iron. Strongest field ligand, Colombo. One more shortcut, Sinox. If you see carbon and nitrogen as a donating species, if you see in the ligand, if there is a presence of carbon and nitrogen as donating species, strong field ligand. If you see the oxygen and halogen as a donating species, if you see the oxygen and halogen as a donating species, weak field ligand. Yes or no? Sinox. સર SCN આવે ત્યારે શું કરવાનું ભાઈ? તો SCN જો ભાઈ, SCN વીક ફિલ્ડ લિગેન્ડમાં આવે છે, સ્ટ્રોંગ ફિલ્ડમાં નથી આવતું. તો આ S માટે નથી, S માટે નથી, N માટે જ છે, આ S માટે નથી. S માટે ખાલી આ સિરીઝ યાદ રાખી લેવાનું. ક્લિયર? S માટે આ સિરીઝ યાદ રાખી લેવાનું. ક્લિયર ધીસ પાર્ટ? NCS SCN. Yes or no? SCN minus NCS minus. SCN मतलब who is the donating species here? Sulfur. NCS मतलब who is donating here? Nitrogen is the donating. So by see nitrogen માટે છે આ strong field ligand, પણ S માટે કઈ લખાયેલું નથી. S માટે આ સિરીઝ યાદ રાખી લેવાની છે. આ ખાલી સિનોક્સ, તો S weak field ligand માં આવે, SCN કેમાં આવે? Weak field ligand. Or in short, you remember this series is the most important. This is only for your savior, Sinox. Clear? So carbon and nitrogen are strong field ligand, whereas oxygen and halogen are weak field ligand. Clear? Write on this. And carbon and nitrogen, who is more strong field ligand? Carbon. In oxygen and halogen, who is weak field ligand? Oxygen and halogen માં કોણ weak field ligand છે? Oxygen, halogen. So this is also series one. Okay, this I hope you understood. Sinox. Done this? So now we will start the certain questions. In that question we will see we are going to determine the hybridization, oxidation number, their valence bond, their hybridization, their shape, their structure, and their magnetic properties. If you remember this series, it's very easy for you. That shortcut is also very easy for you. The questions are very easy. Just to take a note. Note down it, then I will go with the number of questions. Thank you. So now we will see the number of questions based on this. Clear? So see, here the question will be common. What is the question common? They will ask hybridization, they will ask the shape, they will ask the coordination number, hybridization, shape, and magnetic property. And coordination number, you know, I told you the coordination number also. The number of ligands associated with central metal atom are known as a coordination number. That you know this. Okay? In your course, we have only two type of a coordination number. Coordination number 4 and coordination number beta 6. Yes or no? This also we have discussed. Coordination number 4 will have a two type of hybridization. One is sp3, yes or no. Another one is dsp2, yes or no. And coordination number 6 will have a two type of hybridization, that is sp3d2. Another one will be d2sp3, yes or no. So sp3 will be having a which shape? Tetrahedral shape, yes or no. This everything I have told you. If you have understood my last classes and studied the last classes, this class will be very easy for you. If you see the dsp2, it will be a square planar. It will be a square planar. It is, the voice is audible to you? Yes or no? Yes, the voice is audible. Huh? So dsp2 is square planar beta. sp3d2 or d2sp3, we know one thing, that is the shape is fixed, that is the octahedral. Clear beta? Tetrahedral shape, bond angle, you know, 109 degree and 28 minutes. And one thing more, you know, they will not show the geometrical isomerism, because on the changing or on the orientation of a ligand, the bond angle does not change. And when the bond angle does not change, no GI for sp3. But here the shape will be shown. Yes or no? That's why I have taught you in the previous classes. I told you at that time also, if you understand there, if you have studied there, if you have thoroughly understood there, it will be very easy for you. So in your course, we are going to study only coordination number 4 and coordination number 6. Okay, in coordination number 4, two type of hybridization will be there, sp3 or dsp2. If you are getting sp3, the shape will be tetrahedral and the bond angle is fixed there, that is 109 degree 28 minutes. If you are studying the coordination number 4, another hybridization can come is a DsP2. If you see the DsP2, so the shape will be the square planar. The shape will be the square planar. And coordination number 6. So in coordination number 6, the hybridization of a 2 type sp3d2 or d2sp3, both the shape will be common, that is octahedral. Both the shape will be what? Common beta? That is octahedral. Clear? Here the question will be remaining same beta. See, they will ask you coordination number, they will ask you the hybridization, they will ask you the shape, they will ask you the magnetic property. Yes or no? Chalo. So we will start one by one question, and if you have not understood my electronic configuration, go to the last video and check out at the last portion of the video. If you will see the last portion of the video, you will find the trick to find the electronic configuration of D block element. See here. So question is, calculate the coordination number, hybridization, then shape and magnetic property. Okay, so this question remains same. Here I am first question I am checking out it is nickel tetracyanide. Okay, so we'll see this. Now if you see the last class, nickel atomic number is beta 28, and for 28 what is the electronic configuration? 20 electronic configuration is 3d8 4s2. Yes or no? Everything agree? See the last video. See the last video and see the last option. If you see the last video and last portion of the video, it will be very clear to you that nickel atomic number is 28, and if you see the electronic configuration, the last field shell are 3d8 4s2, or there I would have written 4s2 3d8 one and same. Yes or no? Checked. Yes or no? See some book you see. This again will be done in the D block element, but here it is useful, so I am doing it. Done this? Chalo now. So see, after 3d 4s, so here beta, if you go to if you have seen the atomic structure, and when you see the series, no, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, then 2p, 3p, then 3d. So when you reach to the 4s, you know here 4p is also empty, 4d is also empty. So we have empty shell with this 4 number. Yes or no? When you see that 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, then 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, then 3d, 4d, 5d. Yes or no? So when you reach to the 4s, next to the 4s you will see there is an empty 4p, next you see there is an empty 4d. So there is empty 4p and 4d. Yes, there is empty 4d and 4p. Now you see the electronic configuration of beta nickel. So the electronic configuration of nickel is 3d8 4s2. First we will see the coordination number. So beta, what is the coordination number of here? So I told you what do you mean by coordination number. See, coordination number means number of ligand associated with central metal atom. That is coordination number. Coordination number is not equal to the charge. Oxidation number and coordination number બે નથી. તમે ઘણા સ્ટુડન્ટ શું કરે ખબર છે? Ni by 4 into -1 equal to -2, Ni minus 4 equal to -2, Ni equal to +2. Oh, happy 2. Wrong. No, wrong. These are the oxidation number of central metal atom. This what you have find is a central metal atom oxidation number. જે આ ટ્રીક થી આપણે અમારા Ni+2 જે સર્ચ કર્યું છે એ તો ભાઈ ઓક્સિડેશન નંબર છે. આપણને શું જોવાનું છે? કોઓર્ડિનેશન નંબર જોવાનું છે. તો કોઓર્ડિનેશન નંબર ઇઝ વોટ? Coordination number is the number of ligands associated with the central metal atom. How many ligands are associated? 4. So coordination number is 4. Now we'll see its oxidation number. What is its oxidation number? So Ni plus 4 into Cn equal to -2. Now cyanide is a monodentate ligand. So -1 equal to -2. Ni -4 equal to -2. Ni is equal to +2. So in NiCN4 -2, Ni is +2. NiCN4 is +2. NiCN4 is +2. So here Ni is +2. So when see the electronic configuration of Ni+2 now. See beta, when Ni electronic configuration is 3d8 and 4s2. So what is the oxidation number of Ni+2? Beta 3d8 only. Because now 4s also will become 0. Because the 2 Ni+2 means what? 2 electron has lost. Ni+2 means what? 2 electron has lost. So beta Ni electronic configuration is 3d8 4s2. Now I have formed Ni plus 2. So Ni plus 2 means how many electrons will go? 2 electrons will go. So what is the electronic configuration of Ni plus 2? 3d8. So remaining will be what beta? 4s0, 4p0, 4d0. Yes or no? Understood? Now see, now we will draw the diagram. See here. 3d8 ones 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 4s, here 4p, and here 4d is empty. This is 3d, this is 4s, this is 4p. Clear? 3d how many beta? 8. So according to Aufbau, 1, Polish exclusion, sorry. Polish exclusion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4s 0, 4p 0. Yes or no? Yes or no? Up to here understood? Up to here understood? Semi. Up to here understood? Yes, yes. Chalo. So now next we will see, we have to check it out the cyanide. Cn minus. Yes sir. Beta Cn minus is a weak field ligand, strong field ligand. So see here. CNOx. I told you it will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. So these are the strong field ligand. These are the weak field ligand. I told you. So these are strong field ligand. So Cn minus is a strong field ligand, and in the presence of strong field ligand, pairing will take place. Pairing will take place. Yes or no? Pairing will take place. Yes, pairing will take place. Now see here. This is paired, this is paired, this is paired. How many electrons are there? 2. So for 2, how many pair we can do? We can make one more pair. So this electron will jump here. Chalo, pairing has taken place. Chalo, pairing has taken place. Now we will see how many cyanide should be inserted. 4 cyanide, no? So see, there are empty space, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the hybridization will take place from here. So here, lone pair, here, here, and here. If you don't write down also, it will work. So this will inserted, no? So how many? 1D, 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 1S, 1S, and 2P. DSP2 hybridization will take place. Yes or no? See beta. 3d8 electronic configuration. After you see the pairing, you have to see the ligand. Now Cn minus was a strong field ligand. So in strong field ligand, pairing will takes place. Pairing થવું જોઈએ. આ paired છે, આ paired છે, આ paired છે, પણ આ unpaired છે. એટલે બે કેટલી એક ભેગા થઈને paired મળશે એક pair. So this electron will jump here. ચલો pairing થઈ ગયું. Now you have to see the ligand, which is the ligand Cn. Cn minus is a strong field ligand, and strong field ligand ની theory છે pairing will takes place. Pairing થઈ ગયું. Cyanide भी થઈ ગયું. Now we have to see the cyanide. Ligands are how many? 4. So there should be 4 empty space. So 1 will provide us D, 1D. There is 1S. So 2 ligands, still 2 more. So 2P. Why 2P? Because 4P0, 4 still required is 4D is also 0. Yes or no? So here 1D, 1S, and 2P will overlap together to accommodate this 4 cyanide. 1D, 1S, and 2P will overlap together to accommodate this 4 cyanide. So here 1 cyanide. Here another cyanide, and here 2 cyanide. 4 cyanide will be accommodated. So how many overlapping will occur? DS for P. How many? 2. So here DSP2. But DSP2 means which shape? Square planar. Square planar. Yes sir. Now next, magnetic property. Anywhere you see the, here you have to check it out. Anywhere can you see? So here electrons pair will come. Huh? Notice this is of a cyanide. If you show, if you don't show, it will work. Not an issue. Huh? Clear? So see, if anywhere you can see a single electron, no, all the electrons are paired. Yes or no? When all the electrons are paired, it is a diamagnetic. It is a diamagnetic. So understand one thing, all electron paired, diamagnetic. Okay. N electron unpaired. एक पण electron unpaired होय, एक पण pair. All electron paired diamagnetic. अगर एक पर electron unpaired होए paramagnetic. Understood or not? If all the electrons are paired, you can see here all the electrons are paired, diamagnetic. If one of the electrons is also unpaired, paramagnetic. Understood this? Clear? Chalo. So in this way to solve the problem, it's a 4-mark question. It may ask. Clear? So coordination number is 4, hybridization is DSP2, and for DSP2 we know the shape is square planar, magnetic property is diameter. Now see the square planar. So see, charge is -2. This is nickel here, here Cn, here Cn, here Cn, here Cn. So this is the shape, square planar. Are you getting my point? Understanding or not? It's simple. Still I will do nearly 4 to 5 questions. Tomorrow also I will do number of questions. Not an issue. Huh? It's easy. સાવ પાણી જેવું છે, બેકાર છે. ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક કોન્ફિગ્યુરેશન યાદ રહીએ ને તો બધું આવડે. આ ટ્રીક છે, એટલે જ કાલે ટ્રીક આપી દીધી ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક કોન્ફિગ્યુરેશન. ઇફ યુ રિમેમ્બર ધ ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક કોન્ફિગ્યુરેશન ઇઝ લાઇક એન flowing water. Simple questions are there. Directly they will ask the 4 mark question. કેટલું easy જો. Just be with me, focus what I am doing it, and whatever I am doing it, close the video and write it 2 to 3 times. Practice it, practice it, practice it. Clear. Clear? I assure you, if you do this way, you will score 99 in chemistry. Chemistry is the most easiest subject if you do on daily basis. As chemistry is the hardest subject if you don't do daily basis. સૌથી સહેલામાં સહેલું સબ્જેક્ટ કેમિસ્ટ્રી છે ભાઈ. અગર તમે રોજ કરો તો, રોજ ના કરો ગયું. ડે ટુ ડે બેસિસ છે. કેમ આપણે સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ 10 માં રોજ મેક્સ કરતા હતા, है ना? We were used to do daily max. At the end of the exam, who has done daily max, it will be cleared very. So similar, these are the similar concepts. If you start to do daily, practice it, you will get the more and more marks. So we'll go to the next question. The next question is, the question remains same here: coordination, number, hybridization, shape, and magnetic property. Now we'll change the question. The next question is FeCN6. I'll do this. Okay, chalo. So next question is, write the coordination number, hybridization, shape, magnetic properties of FeCN. CN, huh? Yeah, FeCN6. FeCN6 minus 4. First, from this, by seeing only, we can say the coordination number. What is the coordination number? Number of ligand associated to center metal atom. How many ligands are there? 6. Coordination number 6. Now we'll start the theory. What is the atomic number of Fe? The atomic number of Fe is, or directly you can add on the electronic configuration of Fe. So electronic configuration of Fe is 3d6 4s2. Yes or no? Now we'll see what is the actually ion present in the Fe in Cn6 minus. So see here, Fe. This is the ground state electronic configuration of Fe. You can search it. Yes or no? 26 atomic number, no? So you can search it, no? So Fe, we'll see the oxidation number. So C into Cn means -1 equal to -4. Fe -6 equal to -4, beta Fe is equal to +2. So here Fe is having +2. So here Fe in this compound is +2. So Fe +2 electronic configuration will be 3d6. So here 4p0 will be there. Sorry, here 4s2, then 4p0, then 4d0. Yes or no? This will be there here. Okay. So Fe +2 is 3d6 because this 2 will go. When this 2 will go, so here 4s0 will be there, 4p0 and 4d0. Now draw the diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 4s. Here 4p. Yes or no? So this is 3d. This is 4s. This is 4p. 3d are how many? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. 4s 0, 4p. So up to here it is cleared. Chalo, clear. Now I have to check it out what? Ligand. Which is the ligand? Cn minus. Cn minus is the ligand. Now we'll see Sinox. Again Sinox. This is the strong field ligand and this is the weak field ligand. So carbon and nitrogen both are. So this is a strong field ligand. Chalo, this is the strong field ligand. Strong field ligand beta means pairing will occur. Pairing will occur. Pairing will occur. Pairing will occur means here 1. So this is paired. Now how many other? 1, 2, 3, 4. From 4, how many pair will occur? 2 pairs. So see here. This electron will jump here and these two both electron will jump here. Chalo. Done this? Chalo, pairing has done. Now see the number of ligands. How many number of ligands are there? 6. So we should require 6 empty space. 1, From here we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here. This all will come. Yes or no? Then you need to see the number of ligands. How many number of ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. So we should require 6 empty space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here lone pair of cyanide will come here, cyanide, here one CN will come here one CN, here. So actually how many used are there, beta? So actually we are using 2D we are using, 1s we are using, and 3p we are using. Yes or no? We are combining 2d orbital, 1s and 3p. So what is the hybridization? D2sp3 hybridization. This is your hybridization, D2sp3. Shape will be octahedral. Shape is octahedral. And magnetic property, can you see anywhere? If you don't write down, no, it's okay. If you write down, don't write down, it will work. Just to see the hybridization. Anywhere you can see the anywhere you can see the single electron. No, all the electrons are paired. This also paired electron only. So here also electrons are paired. So all electrons are paired means diamagnetic. What is the shape now here? Octahedral. So this can be the shape. The shape will be this. This is the shape, okay? Octahedral. Write on this. Easy. If you remember the atomic number and electronic configuration, everything will be easy for you. Write on this. Another we will go. One more I have. Still 2, 3 are there. I will do it. Okay. Then you can see from a textbook and try to solve yourself also. Done? Can I go for next? Chalo. Next question is nickel tetracarbonyl, NiCO4. Yes or no? Okay. Now see here, nickel atomic number is 28. Yes or no? So 28 means 3d8 4s2. Okay. And coordination number. Wait. Coordination number, hybridization. Okay. Write down here shape. And here you have to write down what shape and magnetic properties. Magnetic properties. Yes or no? What is the compound here? Nickel tetracarbonyl. Chalo. Clear? So here nickel is atomic number is 28. That is 3d8 4s2. Yes or no? 3d8 4s2. You can see the electronic configuration of yourself. And here nickel, if you see nickel tetracarbonyl, so Na4CO equal to 0. So nickel 4, carbonyl is a neutral ligand, 0. So nickel is 0 oxidation state here. So when nickel is a 0 oxidation state, so the electronic configuration remain as it is. So write down here 3d. This is 4s. Here 4p also will be there, no? Because here 4p is 0 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 4s is 2 and here p is 3. So this is 3d, 4s, 4p. Synox is the shortcut. So this is strong field ligand, this is weak field ligand. Now see the here carbonyl. Oh, carbonyl. Remembering the strongest field ligand. Yes, so no last ma આવે છે ને Colombo last આવે છે તો strong field ligand. Strongest છે ભાઈ તો strong field ligand. So speed માં pairing થશે. Pairing will takes place. Pairing will takes place. ચલો. So pairing karo bhai. So this will jump here. Yes or no? And this will also jump here. Clear? Chalo, pairing has takes place. Now, how many are there? 4 carbonyl are there. 4. So we should require a 4 empty space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There it will come out. Here 1s and 3p. So which is the hybridization here? First the coordination number is 4. Hybridization number is sp3. Yes or no? sp3 means beta which shape? Tetrahedral. Tetrahedral. And magnetic property all are paired. So diamagnetic. Okay. And nickel tetracarbonyl sp3 shape, no? So nickel. This is CO. This is CO, this is CO, and this is CO. Tetrahedral shape. Angle, bond angle will be beta. All the bond angle will be 109 degree, 28 minutes. Write on this. Easy? It is available to you or not? I think this is not available to you. So you can write on here CO. Clear? Now is it available? Yeah, is it available? Yes or no? Coordination number, everything is available. No? Yeah. When there is, જો ભાઈ 0 છે તો પછી જે છે એ રાખવાનું. અગર કઈ આયન તો બનાવો કે 0 છે તો એને એ જ ચલાવવાનું. So they here this will overlap, this will overlap, this. Okay? ચલો. Next we will go. That is done this. Question remains same. Huh? Chalo. Next is nickel tetrachlorido ion. Clear? Nickel oxidation number is 28. 3d8 4s2. Okay, what is the coordination number here? 4 only, no? Okay, coordination number is 4 because there are 4 ligand who has combined the centrometer atom 4. Chalo, we'll see the hybridization. First we'll see the its ion. So by nickel tetrachloride by કેટલું હોય છે? Ni 4 into Cl means -1 equal to -2. Ni minus 4 equal to -2. Ni is equal to +2. Ni is here +2. 3d8. यहाँ 4p 0 तो होइए तो यहाँ 4s 0. 4p is also 0. एक बे तन 4. So 1 2 3 4 5 4s 4p. So 3d 4s 4p. 3d8 means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes or no? This is Ni plus 2. Now we have to see the chlorine. So this is the totally confused. Now you see the ligand. Now beta Cl minus is a which kind of a ligand? Again shortcut. Sinox. This is strong field ligand and this is weak field ligand. So whereas X is an halogen. So halogen is a weak field ligand. Weak field ligand means pairing will not occur. Pairing will not occur. તો અહીંયા pairing bearing એ થશે નહીં. જેમ છે એમ રાખવાનું. ચલો એમ જ રાખી દો. હવે કેટલા ક્લોરીન છે? 4. તો 4 જગ્યા ગોતો. આ ના ગણાયો પછી એના પછીની જ જોવાની હોય. આ તો બસ પૂરું થઈ ગયું. If here is completely empty, then only halogen can come because each chloride will provide a one lone pair, no? So each chloride will provide a one lone pair. બે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવશે ભાઈ. ઇલેક્ટ્રોન એકની જ જગ્યા છે તો આ બે ગણાશે નહીં. અગર આ ખાલી હોય તો જ અહીંયા આવે. હવે આખું ખાલી નથી તો આ બેને એમને મૂકી દેવાનું. હવે અહીંથી જોવાનું આખું ખાલી છે આવશે, આખું ખાલી છે આવશે, આખું ખાલી છે આવશે, આખું ખાલી છે આવશે. So how many chlorine are there? 4. So here one chlorine will come. 1 2 3 4. So this will get overlap. This will get overlap. Yes or no? So hybridization who thase bhai? sp3. Shape tetrahedral. Tetrahedral. And whether all the electrons are paired or unpaired, see these two electrons are unpaired. एक भी unpaired होय तो paramagnetic. So magnetic property is paramagnetic. Write down this. Done? ભાઈ વીક ફિલ્ડ લિગેન્ડ છે તો પેરિંગ થશે ને, તો અહીંયા કાંઈ રાખવાનું, બિકોઝ ઈચ ક્લોરાઇડ વિલ ઓપન એ લોન પેર બિકોઝ ઇઝ અ લિગેન્ડ. તો લોન પેર મતલબ 2 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવશે, તો અહીંયા પહેલાંથી એક તો છે, તો અહીંયા 2 સમાય નહીં, એટલે આખા completely empty orbital is required. It is not completely empty. See, this is completely empty. So here chlorine cannot come. Here will come. Here will come. Here will come. Here. If further it is also there, yes, D also is empty because you know 4s0, 4p is same. Similarly, 4d is also 0 with it. So that also can come. Clear? Chalo. We'll see next. We'll see next. Last we will see. Then you can do of yourself in the next class when I'll come. I will do more questions based on this. Huh? Chalo. Last. Now in your textbook, number of questions they have told they are paramagnetic and this is a diamagnetic. How? In this way. So you can read the textbook and you can solve of yourself number of questions. Just remember this technique. Clear? Chalo. Next, can I go for it? Yeah. Next is cobalt. This is cobalt, huh? Not carbonyl, cobalt. Okay. If here it is coming in the square bracket, completely circular bracket, carbonyl. Here centimeter जगह आवे तो cobalt. CONH3 6 plus the shape you can do no of your own in the last question. Yeah. चलो. So cobalt is first coordination number बेटा. आग बंद करो 6 because the number of ligand associated centimeter atom is known as a coordination number 6. Now you see the cobalt atomic number. So cobalt atomic number is you can find of yourselves general electronic ground electronic configuration is 3d7 4s2. Now we'll see which is the cobalt in this ion. What is the ionic charge on this cobalt in this compound? So CO into 6 into ammonia is equal to +3. So cobalt plus ammonia means 0 equal to +3 and cobalt is equal to how much beta? +3. So cobalt is here +3. When cobalt is here +3, so 3d6 will come. है ना 2 एमाथी जाए जी एक एमाथी जाए 3 तो वया गया तो 3d6. Now remaining is what here 4s0 4p0 4d0. Yes or no? 3d6 now. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. But the 4s is 0 and 4p is also 0. So this is 3d, this is 4s, this is 4p. So this was your electronic configuration for CO +3. Now we have to check out the ligand. Which is the ligand beta? Ammonia. Ammonia means CN. If the carbon is a donating species or nitrogen is a donating species, strong field ligand. Strong field ligand. है ना? So ammonia is a strong field ligand. Strong field ligand pairing will occur. Pairing will occur. Yes or no? So here see. This electron will jump here. Pairing will occur. These two will jump and here pairing will occur. So this is now completely empty, ready to accept, completely empty, ready to accept. If they are completely empty, then only they are ready to accept. How many ammonia are there? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All will combine. Yes or no? 1 here, ammonia 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 here. So what is the we are pairing here? 2D we are pairing, 1S we are pairing and 3P we are pairing. So what is the hybridization? D2sp3. So D2sp3 is the hybridization occurring. Shape will be what beta? Octahedral. Octahedral. Magnetic property? Diamagnetic. Chalo, shape we will do it octahedral. So shape will be like this. CO. Here one ammonia. 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 Done? Chalo. So in this way we have to solve the question. VBT is over. VBT is over. So this type of only question can come on the VBT. Read the textbook. We'll see the completely. In the next class I am going to do very important. Here also there are certain limitations. What are the limitations? See, here I have told only the shape, hybridization and magnetic property, but I don't show the color. Which color they will show? VBT cannot say which type of color they will show. Who will tell? crystal field theory, it will tell which type of color will show. That we will do in the next class. It's also very important and it's easy. Now VBT you can study from your own textbook, yes or no? And there are certain limitations also given for the VBT, that also you can do of yourself. So your liberty is completely over. Thank you, take care, and please revise it and practice it. Have a great day.